Hello family, it's Ariana, your tarot life coach, bringing you a new moon in Virgo read, big baby. You are going to pick your energy because it's Virgo season. You know, Virgos are very analytical, so we're going to go with it, all right? So let's talk a little bit about what's going on in the celestials. So this new moon in Virgo is coming in at 6 degrees, and 6 represents harmony, okay? Love, family, home life, finding balance with domestic life. And I'm telling you, this is some beautiful energy that's coming in. Now, the new moon is going to connect with Mars, and Mars is that strength, courageous, divine, masculine, and lots of sexuality, right? But it's time to get passionate about what you truly want. So, even though Mars is known to be the aggressor, you know, you compare him to the emperor-like energy, with this, touch with this divine feminine energy of the moon and Venus and talkative Mercury, there is some magic yet to be made, baby. So, moon is conjunct Mars with lots of energy. Then we have the sun trine Uranus, and that's going to be a lot of positive, unexpected changes. You're going to have to learn to have fun and express yourself. And we also have Mars trine Uranus, so you may want to explore more options, have a little bit more confidence. Solar plexus is going to be pumped up, baby. And this energy should last up to 4 weeks. So with that being said, our crystal, okay, as a collective, is going to be hematite. And this is for inner confidence and protection. This is just what flew out of my deck. All right. Now, this mirror-like stone is used by warriors for protection and fighting off the demons, okay? Your internal and external ones. And it's for strength and confidence to overcome feelings of unworthiness. That over-analytical Virgo energy of maybe not feeling like you're enough. And this is for that self-abuse. Not that anybody else is doing this to you, but you're overthinking it, you're overanalyzing it, and hematite can assist with that. It's a form of protection. When this crystal appears, it's time to draw on your inner will to move forward. Take responsibility for your own existence and work towards a state of grace. It's time to put your energy into all forms of what it is you truly want, utilizing the energy that the universe is giving us. So, with that being said, if you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to hang out with you. And if you're a returning family member, you already know, big baby. Big, big hugs, lots and lots of love, high fives, and some damn dirty shoulder rubs. What's up, family? Now it's time to play the game. Now, before you play the game, go ahead and hit that subscribe, hit that little bell on the top so you make sure you get an update every time I post something new or go live. All right, deep breath in. Which will it be? 1, 2, or 3? All right, if you chose cards number 1, you're going to start off with your divine feminine energy coming from the number 16, which is Lolo, standing in your light. And this is a beautiful butterfly going into transformation, going right into the sun, and it is your time to shine. It is almost like the universe is telling you, why do you make yourself so small? Why are you afraid to be the spotlight? Why is it that when you know your inner and outer beauty, you still hide behind things so that no one will recognize you? It's time to stop not being in the light. You need to stand, you need to own your presence. This is about you knowing that you are unique, you're a divine being, and stop trying to hide. Don't avoid the spotlight anymore. It's time for you to stand up and go after the things that you've always wanted. In Malagasy, the language of Madagascar, Lolo means butterfly, moth, and soul. And the sunset moth of Madagascar is big and beautiful and bright, just like you. It's like a kaleidoscope of colors. And this is your beautiful essence coming through. And what this new moon is trying to tell you is like, stop hiding in the background. It's time for you to notice your beauty. Your inner and outer beauty make you who you are. All right? Now, you might be afraid of the negative comments people might be making, or attitudes or attacking behaviors that are coming your way. And when this card shows up, it's telling you, go towards the light. Stop listening to what other people are saying. You know exactly who you are, and whatever your intentions are, whatever your plans are for this new moon, write those things down so that you can go forth and make them happen. Now, your divine masculine energy is coming through with Gilgamesh, all right? And now Gilgamesh's energy, man, they wanted Gilgamesh out of there, right? Because he was like doing some damn dirty stuff. And so they created Enkidu, the Empress creates the Enkidu, which he was supposed to kill Gilgamesh, and instead he befriended him. So this is the things that I'm trying to say, is there are parts of you that, you know, you've been fighting, but if you befriend those parts of you, you can be lifelong friends with yourself, all right? Or with those enemies. Now, Enkidu and Gilgamesh, man, they go and they kill this great bull calf of heaven, and they disrespect the high priestess, and because of that, he loses his friend Enkidu. All right, which draws him on this journey to go find everlasting life. And through this journey, what he finds is that he had everything he needed, and everything he could desire was at his fingertips. So when you draw this card, this is asking you to look at your base chakras, which is going to be your root, your sacral, and your solar plexus, and your heart chakra, okay? And this is for you to find the strength through this, is through friends and families and strong allies. Now, remember that that 6 at the beginning is telling us we're trying to find that balance between family and friends. We're trying to find that harmony of wanting to be in the spotlight and showing everybody what we're going to do, but also not letting the fear of failure conquer us, all right? Now, as I'm looking at the work in your lights, right here, trust your path. I feel like you're on this really big life-changing path. You might want to be changing your career. You might want to do certain things, but it's time for you to just trust what the universe is bringing to you, because things are not working out the way you thought they were, but it's going to work out even better if you kind of relinquish this control and you allow your wings to just open up and go towards what it is you really and truly desire. Remember that you're completely supported, and walking in beauty is coming to you and telling you, I don't know if you've been beating yourself up about the way you look physically or anything about that. However, when walking in beauty comes up, this is about not speaking negatively about yourself. Do not put yourself down. Remember, the universe does not understand English. It speaks in the form of energy. So this is about taking time to really honor yourself, affirm your booty. Affirm your booty, baby. Affirm your beauty. Take a walk in nature. Look at things that are beautiful. And in your home, create harmony in small ways. Put flowers up, plants, things that bring life. Look in the mirror. Enjoy everything that's being gifted to you. So with that being said, those are some things that might be coming to the forefront as you're looking at this. We're going to take a look at the tarot real quick. Just some quick guidance as you're going through it. What can card number 1 expect? That's it. I'm going to cut the deck. As I cut the deck, I have a spirit guide coming through for you in communication. Unconditional love and communication is definitely needed because new and exciting things are coming. You are starting to walk away from old ways of being or people or situations, but this is because it's time. It's time to stand up for yourself. Butterfly energy is very transformative, all right? So you're going through huge transformations during this time. And you see Gilgamesh is crying because he's leaving old parts of him behind. It's always hard to go through these changes. All right, I'm going to go with Prince of Arrows, 5 of Cups reversed, and the 6 of Wands reversed. And what do you need? You need strength and courage to get through all of this, the heart of the lion, working with that heart chakra. Now, the Prince of Arrows is telling you, man, during this new moon, you need to write it down. You need to speak it out. You need to say it with all of your heart, what you want and what you desire, because you're focused on the wrong things. You're focused on the things that aren't working for you, and that's what's making this victory not happen. So if you can tap into your heart chakra and realize the beauty that you truly possess, you are going to make it past where you even thought that you could go. Now, with the 6 of Wands coming out reversed, it feels like there might be some hiccups as you're going through this, because as we're trying to completely change from changing our self-talk, this is changing negative self-talk. During this Virgo new moon, you are working on your goals, not what's working against you, but working on your goals. And the Prince of Arrows is shooting out all those decisions that need to be made, and you have got to affirm them. There's something about affirmations during this time. Every time you have that negative thought that comes in your mind that says this is impossible, you're going to have to talk to that negative thought, and you're going to have to tell that negative thought why it is possible and why you've come so far. And you didn't come this far to stop right here. And that is why you need the strength of the lion. And here's Gilgamesh when he is fighting the lion. So that is what your new moon energy is going to feel like. It's like coming out and showing everybody exactly who you are, affirming your beauty, and having that inner strength to change that negative self-talk. Now, your card for health, I'm using the Starman Tarot. I've been wanting to introduce this deck to you guys. This is the Prince of Wands. Look at the detail of this. Look at the boots. Look how he's not afraid to stand in his own power. Now, the Prince of Wands, when it comes to a health reading, is concerned with, let me make sure, this is overindulgence in sugars, alcohol, or fatty foods. So be very aware that you're not overindulging in these things and that you're not taking it a little bit too far. I went ahead and went with the herb of peppermint because it's represented by the planet Venus, and we have a lot of like energy from Venus and Virgo right now. And the sun sign for this herb is tied to Virgo and Aquarius energy. Now, this herb helps with digestion, and it also relieves headaches, but be careful if you have heartburn because it can aggravate it. Now, when you're using peppermint in magic, this is really good for road opening spells. It removes blocks and it draws money. So, for your little ritual that you could do on Friday, since it's Venus Day, you can use a red or green candle. You can anoint it with peppermint oil, maybe some cinnamon, bay leaf for good luck, and write down what you truly want to bring in with this Virgo energy. When you light your candle, read out loud to the flame and stare into the flame, and you speak to that to let that fire burn inside of you and bring your desires out for you. All right. Now you can add your own twist to this little ritual, but this is about harnessing that new moon energy. And the reason why I chose the candle was because if you see out of his heart, it's coming the fire. And this is about you coming into your own, owning your beauty, owning your presence, and being proud of yourself as you walk into this energy. All right, so now we're gonna move to card number 2. Okay, if you chose card number 2, you have from the Earth Warriors Oracle Amuda, okay? And this is attributed to card number 12, which comes down to a 3. And I feel like you know that there's some good and exciting things that are coming your way. You don't know how, you don't know what, but you've been feeling it. All right, so this is a sage of higher knowledge, and this is you doing your research and trusting your instincts as you're going forth, okay? Testing all opinions and advice. You're not taking anything for granted. The Oracle of Amuda comes to you with guidance that an answer is coming, an important piece of information, something that you need to recognize in order to proceed. It's almost like you've been seeing it in your third eye, because that's your divine masculine coming through right now. This is your divine feminine energy that's coming in with this new moon. Now, Amuda is telling you intuition and instincts are going to be on the rise from the heart and the other forms of the wisdom of the body. So when she says wisdom from the body, with the owl there, the all-knowing wisdom is coming from your third eye. You're actually using your mind's eye. You've been seeing this coming for a long time. You don't know how to explain it, but you know that something is about to happen, and it's going to be something really big for you. So take your time to inform yourself and help you make those decisions using this Virgo energy to get very grounded, because there's an old way of being that is no longer going to happen, because there is a change coming. All right. What matters is that you find your own best way of sensing truth. This is you also learning to trust your intuition. If it doesn't feel right, do not proceed. All right. Now, your divine masculine coming in with the third eye chakra. That means that you have to learn to trust your intuition. Stop allowing others to make the decisions for you. You know that something good is going to happen. You know you're going to do it, which leads you to take that leap of faith. And it talks about you go first, and then the universe will catch you. What's really interesting about this card as I'm looking at it is I see the full moon behind her. So I think that whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish will be, if you do it now, you're going to accomplish it. You're going to see the things come to fruition around the full moon. Okay, so you're going to have to use your courage to take that leap of faith in order to get what it is. And it's like, you're going to have to go for it, big baby. Ain't no time to think about it, because you've been thinking about it. You've been doing the work, and by the full moon, you will take that leap of faith. Now, Spirit of Earth is coming through, and when this card shows up, this is like prosperity in all levels of your life. You're getting strong, you're getting grounded. You also might be changing your diet because you're detoxifying it. You're understanding how your body is feeling and responding to certain foods. You're creating a home for your soul within your body. Now, if you think about the energy of Virgo, Virgos are very body conscious, all right? So this might be a time that you start getting grounded, you're changing your diet, and you're trying to like get everything in order. All right, now notice how you relate and identify to everything that's going around you, and let the reality of your relationship with the universe and with those around you fill you up. Okay, this is about you visualizing yourself as like the roots of a tree going down deep into the earth to get grounded. Remember, your intuition is on point. All right, now, and you have to trust that all your needs are going to be met as you move forward. Let's jump into the tarot and see what it has for you. Card number 2. Okay, that's it. We have the Four of Pentacles coming in, the King of Arrows, and the Princess of Arrows, with lots of information coming through. And remember, that's going to come in closer to the full moon. I do feel like you need to make a decision on how you're handling certain things within the family. This is a foundational thing. We have the Four of Pentacles coming in. Remember, we're dealing with the 6 degrees in Virgo, and we're trying to have balance and harmony in our domestic life. However, with the King of Arrows coming in, it's time to make decisions. And I'm going to pull some extra cards for you because I want to see what this King of Arrows wants you to know. And this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarian energy. And you are no longer dealing with somebody who is like spreading bad stuff. Okay, you're like, I'm not dealing with it. Look at this family stuff going on right here. So in this, it's about creating harmony in your home, creating harmony in your workspace. Trust your intuition to lead you on the right path. I kind of feel like whatever is going on, you're going to have someone bring the information. Do you see how much this is about arrows? This is all communication. So communicating effectively, and let's see how we're going to work with this Princess of Arrows. What do we need to know as we work through this energy? I'm going to say also be very aware of how you're presenting yourself on social media so that you're not misrepresenting yourself or anyone else, all right? Because it's a burden that's not yours to be carried. And then here we have the beautiful Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy coming in and becoming the queen. So some of y'all may be dropping situations, dropping things that no longer serve you, things that have become a burden, that are no longer worth fighting for. But you're not going to be doing it alone. And that's why doing your research and waiting for the information to come through and getting very grounded is going to be necessary. And once you make that leap of faith to pull through it, you will be clearing the energy that needs to be cleared. All right, and it's interesting that I'm saying clearing because for your health card you have the Magician coming through. Look how this is David Bowie. Okay, this is from the Starman Tarot. I can't wait to use these for our reads. And you see here we have the new moon energy in his hand. Here he has a key, then we have a pistol and a sword or a wand, and then all of this vibrational energy, all of these things to create. And there's the mind's eye right there, that third eye. All of that is harnessing the energy of the Magician. But in a health reading, this represents the planet Mercury. This is communication. I think you're going to have a lot of changes in the way that you're communicating. Remember, your divine feminine energy is telling you have got to trust your intuition. Now, when the Magician shows up, this is an overactive mind, okay? You're overthinking it. Communication and learning difficulties, it really affects your body. Be aware that anxiety and stress might show up. And the herbs that work with the magician are the carnation, rosemary, and vanilla. The crystals are going to be agate and sunstone. Now, when it comes to the magician, the way he's standing there, I chose rosemary, okay? Because rosemary is a symbol of friendship and loyalty, and I do believe you're going to find out who your real friends are during this new moon. And the rosemary is soothing and encouraging, and it's for a sense of peace, all right? And it also removes negative energy. Now, you can drink it as a tea. It helps with digestion. It also gives you vivid dreams. Avoid drinking it as a tea if you have high blood pressure. Now, it's also associated with the sun, and it's associated with the element of fire, tied to Aphrodite and Venus. Now, rosemary and white sage are perfect to smudge and clear a space. So if you're going into a new home or a new place, it's going to be really important for you to clear the air. Now, I do feel like there's some family stuff going on, but there's about to be a dropping of the burden once the information comes through. Now, as far as your ritual, I always say, like, always create your own rituals. But if you'd like to take like a cleansing bath or cleanse your space, rosemary would be wonderful to use, okay? Now, you can use also a red or green candle, just like I did for the first one, and you can cover it with rosemary oil. Rosemary oil also makes you unforgettable if you want to dab it on your wrist before you go out with that new boo. But with this, you can create your own ritual. You can make you a candle with rosemary oil. You can put cinnamon. You can put anything that you want to bring in to attract money. Or money and love, those kinds of things. You look up those herbs and you can anoint your candle. If you don't want to anoint your candle, you can simply write down your intentions, read them to your candle as you light it, and speak it into the flame so that you can start a fire to those intentions during this new moon of Virgo. All right, so now we're going to jump to card number 3. Okay, if you chose card number 3, big baby, all I gotta say is you're like an old soul and you are in the right place at the right time, and the universe truly needs you. The way these cards came out were just so beautiful. Now, the way I'm looking at this is divine feminine, divine masculine, your path, and an offering, I guess, because it says offerings. So you have Hozo, the beauty of the way of the Navajo. So this is a beautiful solution, is always available. Do not place your face in worry or stress, and allow your life to unfold. And as you learn to relax yourself, give yourself permission to just enjoy the beauty of life. So you do not have to become stressed or exhausted or feel like you have to fix everything that's not working. Solutions are going to come to you very easily, okay? The beauty way isn't about ignoring the reality of the world or becoming superficial or believing, oh, everything's perfect and everything's great, and you put yourself in this like little bubble of like, I want to say avoiding the reality, but this is about appreciation of the divine presence, that it's shifting, okay? It's telling you, you need to learn to relax, all right? This is your first step, is learning to relax. And I'm going to say even going towards prayer and meditation during this time, just by the way she has her hands in there, and then also the way she has her hands here in prayer formation. This is about realizing your beauty as a beautiful soul reincarnated here. This is a new beginning for you. And as you're going through and you're writing down your intentions during this time, prayer and meditation are going to be needed. Now, for your divine masculine energy, you have Apicula Genius. And I love this card because it ties very much into my Babylonian deck. This is from the Promethean Oracle, and this is a really cool deck, and I like to use this when I'm working with divine feminine and masculine energy. Now, according to the Assyrians, there were 7 Apicula who were created by the god Enki. Enki is the magician, all right? Now, to protect and bring wisdom to humans. Now, some were fishmen, some are winged men, and some are like this one that had the eagle-headed men. Now, they had the eagle head, the wings, and the bottoms of a man. So, when Apicula shows up in my Babylonian tarot, he is usually bearing a cup. He is like the bringer of love. I always say that he's here to correct and fix relationships. So if you're finding yourself having issues in relationships right now, this is going to be a wise time to kind of learn to fill your own cup up, all right? Now, the Age of Light is coming in, and I love this card because it says you've been training for this for lifetimes. It talks about you chose this time to come through and to be here right now, and you have a clear soul plan, and you're wise beyond your years, and it's time for you to be your authentic self. All right. Now, as you're going through all of these big changes with prayer and meditation and really trusting what's coming through, offerings is showing up. And this is from the Native Spirit deck. And offerings is talking about gratitude. And I feel like this is going to be a time for you to really be grateful for things that are working in your life. Even when the other things don't seem perfect, because sometimes maybe your relationships are like not doing too well, but your work life is doing wonderful. So as you show more gratitude for one thing, you're going to attract gratitude in other areas of your life. But it talks about offerings were made to the sun, to the earth, to plants and animals. True thankfulness can work like modern day alchemy for you, and it's going to yield happiness and peace beyond your imagination. All right? It suggests that you start to make offerings to whatever nurtures your soul. For example, leaving some fruit at the base of a tree for animals in order to give thanks for the beauty of the tree. This is also leaving offerings for your ancestors. If you're interested in learning more about that and you're on Instagram, you should follow Madre de Agua Market 33. She is doing an ancestral class. But I kind of feel like what I'm getting from this is like a very spiritual vibe. You're going through a lot of changes, and it's time for you to kind of balance that energy of wanting to be the one who's always worried and stressed about this, and allowing your higher power, your higher self, your creator to come through and give you the answers that you've been seeking. All right, so let's jump into your tarot read. And you got a 6. So we may be dealing more with what's going on in the family. And so I have the Prince of Arrows shooting down a really bad decision with finances and things of that nature. I'm going to say write things down. Make sure that when you're making your intentions for the new moon that you're really looking at how you're spending your finances and any new beginning that you're about to take on. All right, I'm going to give it 3 shuffles, and then we will see what comes through. So in the first position, we have the universe reversed, the 7 of Arrows, and the Queen of Wands. And I'm laughing because you have the Queen of Wands also as your health reading. So we have the 3 of Pentacles reversed. There is some imbalance with work and home life right now, and it's time for you to become the boss of the situation. So with that being said, I have the universe coming in as the number 21, and with the 3 of Pentacles coming in as a 3, that is a 33. It is time for you to be the master teacher in this situation, or go to a master teacher. All right. The universe coming out reversed as you're going into this new season. It's about looking at some of the endings that have occurred, right? Some of those things that have ended, you're not really happy about how it's going. So it's not so much about beating yourself up and why didn't it work out and I must have messed that up. No, you didn't. This is an opportunity for you to kind of look at what happened so that you can make better decisions in the future. All right. Now, what's interesting is the 7 of Arrows is stealth. And this is like, don't give up. You have come so far. And the way they describe this is 2 Sumerian warriors running through the fields. They don't even know where they're going, but they're getting the hell out of wherever they were, right? This is that Hail Mary pass. Do not give up. There is more information that is going to surface. Now, the Queen of Wands, she is the boss hog, okay? This is my little boosie, INDEPENDENT. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. This is you feeling yourself, you making the right decisions, and you coming through like the boss. And I'm going to say full of confidence, all right? You are full of confidence, you're courageous, and you're facing those things that you really need to do. So I'm going to go ahead and look. As I cut the deck, you have that Apicula genius again, the Cherub of Cups, the eagle-headed spirit is coming through, and also the Cherub of Wands. So I kind of feel like your spirit guides are working with you overtime during this new moon, and that's why it's important for you to relax and sleep, because your dreams are going to be extremely vivid. Extremely vivid. I can't tell you how vivid. Now, I have information coming through for you. You are going to have support. You have that communication coming in. It's going to be some inner illumination. You might pull back from the crowd because you're going to be praying and meditating and focusing more on your inner growth, because you got bigger and better things coming for you. So during this time, learning to balance that work-life balance, learning to balance the things that have not worked as opposed to beating yourself up, this is the time to really build yourself up. All right. Now, your health reading, this is a really interesting health reading because I was like, what does this Queen of Wands signify? But I have to show you the beauty of this card. So this Queen of Wands is a bad bee, baby. She got that sunflower on top of her head. That sunflower is such a beautiful meaning to sunflowers. They mean joy. So it's time for you to find the joy in things, all right? And own it. And you see all those ladies in the back kind of like holding it down for her, like we got your back. This is about compassion for yourself and knowing that you're not alone, all right? She has her beautiful wand right here on the side. Now, the Queen of Wands in a health reading is about your skin, your facial inflammation, possible eye problems. Watch out if you're going to get plastic surgery or any kind of tattoos or piercings, because when the Queen of Wands shows up, that means there could be some complications. Also, the Queen of Wands is representative of pregnancy, maybe not to you, but it is going to be someone close to you or around you that can affect you in some way. Now, the herbs or the flowers that are drawn to the Queen of Wands card is calendula, daisies, chamomile, and of course, the beautiful sunflower. So, for you, your herb is going to be chamomile, because chamomile brings that luck, and we want that lucky and joy to come through. Plus, chamomile deals with the sun, and it's attributed to the sign of Leo, working with the 5th chakra, which is in your throat. And that's why affirmations, and then I cough, like my throat's about to lock up on me. Working with intentions, it's time for you to speak your truth, all right? And it's time for you to offer gratitude and find joy in your life again. Now, chamomile is an herb of purification. It's also great for sleep. It's a wonderful incense. It's great to burn during meditation. People used to plant it around their home to ward off psychic attack and bring luck. This was used in Egypt for fevers, dedicated to the sun god Ra, all right? Now, chamomile brings in money, love, tranquility, and purification. You can drink it in a tea that will help with dreams and also get a good night's sleep. You can use it in a bath or a hand wash for luck. It's also great for mojo bags, okay? Do not use this chamomile as a tea if you're on blood thinners, all right? And the crystal that's attributed to this is citrine, tiger's eye, and sunstone. So, as part of your ritual or something that you could do to bring in some new moon energy, I say get some sunflowers, get you a beautiful green candle to bring in some good luck. If you want some luck and love, you can use the red candle. Chamomile is going to bring that in. You can sprinkle some sunflowers around it. You can put some beautiful cinnamon on it. However you want to dress your candle, write your intentions down, speak to that beautiful flame. You can even use the chamomile in your bath as you drink it as a tea. Magic is inside of you, and since you have the cup, the carob of cups coming in for you, I would even say speaking into your chamomile tea, blessing your tea, speaking your intentions as you stare into that beautiful flame to ignite these new intentions that are going to be coming in with this new moon in Virgo. So with that being said, big hugs, lots and lots of love, big baby. Stay tuned. We got some more stuff coming your way. The monthlies will be up. And if you're interested in a read, hit me up at arianaluciano@gmail.com or on the gram at Ariana Luciano. Be blessed, fam.